Hey everybody, welcome to my YouTube channel. Today I'm taking a look back at the career of actress Donna Douglas, best known as Elly Clampett from one of the greatest sitcoms of all time, the Beverly Hillbillies. Now, Donna was born in 1932 and raised near Baton Rouge, Louisiana. She got married right after high school, which was followed fairly quickly by a divorce. It wasn't long before she moved to New York, where she would pursue an acting career, and while she is best known for her role on Beverly Hillbillies, she had made numerous appearances in television shows prior to that show. One of those roles included a bit part in the musical comedy Little Abner in 1959. And she also appeared in an episode of The Twilight Zone from 1960 called The Eye of the Beholder, in which she plays a young woman lying in a hospital bed with her head wrapped in bandages, waiting to see the results of a surgery to help her look normal. This is a terrific episode of The Zone that I have seen numerous times. In 1961, she made an appearance in the first season of Mr. Ed in an episode called Busy Wife. And then she landed the role of Elly Clampett on the Beverly Hillbillies, which would debut on September 26, 1962. Now that date also happened to be Donna's 30th birthday, although she would be portraying a character who was supposed to be much younger than 30 years old at the time. And during the filming of the show, she became quite close to actor Buddy Ebsen, stating that he reminded her of her own father, which made him so easy to relate to. In fact, the night before Ebsen passed away in 2003, both Donna Douglas and Max Baird Jr., who played Jethro on the show, made a point to visit him in the hospital. Now, the Beverly Hillbillies were so popular in their debut season that the show would be the top-ranked program of the 1962-1963 television season. The Beverly Hillbillies ranked among the top 20 most watched programs on television for 8 of its 9 seasons, twice ranking as the #1 series of the year. Regardless, the CBS network, prompted by pressure from advertisers seeking a more sophisticated urban audience, decided to refocus the schedule on its shows with a more urban theme and to make room for them. So, the Beverly Hillbillies, along with other more rural shows, were canceled. This action came to be known as the Rural Purge. It is also worth noting that Donna Douglas was in a film with Elvis Presley back in 1966 called Frankie and Johnny, in which she plays Elvis's girlfriend. And while the film was popular, it didn't give much lift to her career on the big screen. After the cancellation of the Beverly Hillbillies, Donna Douglas dabbled in music, recording 2 gospel albums, Donna Douglas Sings Gospel and Donna Douglas Sings Gospel 2. Sadly, Donna Douglas would pass away on January 1st, 2015 due to complications from pancreatic cancer. She was aged 82 at the time. And here's one last look at Donna Douglas as Elly Clampett, surrounded by animals, as her character so often was. I sure loved watching reruns of the Beverly Hillbillies when I was growing up. It seemed like the show was on TV all the time. Now, I really look forward to reading your comments. How many of you remember seeing her on The Twilight Zone? Or how about Frankie and Johnny? I haven't seen that film, so I may have to look for it at a local video store and give it a watch. Now, finally, I would greatly appreciate it if you would consider subscribing to my channel, where I talk about the TV shows, movies, and music that I loved while growing up in the 70s, 80s, and 90s. Thank you so much for watching. Stay safe out there, and have a great day.